Hello everyone and welcome back to more Imperator Rome and our Rise of Sicily campaign. I'm Imperator and thank you for joining me. So, when last we left you, we were in the middle of a bit of a grind in the mountains with Macedonia. And it took a lot of min-maxing and battling and moving guys around, and I felt like it didn't make a lot of great television, if you will. It wasn't really a whole lot of exciting things to watch, and I didn't feel like it made for... Probably would have taken me 2 videos. I was probably at least 30 or 40 minutes getting this war done, just min-maxing and moving around and getting the battles to take place in places that I wanted, to wear them down to the point where they were essentially kind of out of troops, and then we could just do what we wanted. So we finally got those wars done and battled through here, and what I wanted to do was take these 2 states right here. Okay, that was essentially what I wanted to do. That was my #1 priority. And then also to take as much money as I could. And when I had these siege down, they wasn't even close to wanting to do that. I'm like, all right, well, let's take his capital and start sieging some stuff down over here. So we sieged down all of this really quickly. He didn't put up much of a fight. I pretty much had him broken. Says he has 50 units, but I'm pretty sure that most of those cohorts were pretty empty of manpower, because he hasn't had manpower for quite a while. So we basically came down in here. I think he had 1 stack of units down in here. These are mercs that I actually rented just to basically lead the charge down south, so I didn't have to take any more hits on my own guys, because I'm also hurting for manpower, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and pay those guys off, get that done. And then, yeah, so we sieged this all down. We was coming down through here, and I just kept checking and checking and checking, and finally he was willing to accept this, and we did grab about 700 or 800 ducats as well. I'm trying to clear these stinking barbs. I always call them barbs. Civilization 6 coming back. The pirates. Trying to take care of the pirates as much as I can. We do need a governor for this area. And it's actually... I'm going to need 2 governors, because this is 1 spot and this is another spot. So I'm actually going to need 2 governors, 1 for each. So let's take a look at what we got here. We got local population growth. Meh. Unrest would be very good. I feel like we're definitely going to want to have somebody that lowers the unrest. Local fort defense is not really significant. This one here's got unrest and population growth. Research points, Freeman output. That she's really good. 18 years old. She just came into. I gotta find a spot for her as a governor at some point. She's got 3 really good ones. Just looking for reduced unrest as a starter point. Without the reduction in unrest, you're not really qualified to take over these spots, and I don't see anything. Okay, so we did have this one here. Let me grab this one for there, and let me grab this guy for there. Now, unrest-wise, I think we're actually in pretty good shape. Loyalty is actually good. The good thing is for us is that it's the right culture group. So that makes a big difference in the unrest. One problem I did have with a campaign that I did on stream was I was playing as Rome, and I took over the island. I came all the way around here, and then when I went to take out Macedon, I just had a major problem with unrest because wrong culture group. So the fact that we came over here was heavily driven by the fact that we are the proper culture group. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and press play and start to bring these guys back home like this. You guys, any place where I've got good supply limit, get people brought home. Back to this back and forth battle with those guys. We do have another trader. We did become a major power in that last battle. Made us a major power. Shame of governor. He would lose loyalty. Where is this exactly? Over here already. Okay. Good job, bro. Just put you in charge and you're already being shamed. He is basically even, so I don't mind if he loses a little bit of loyalty. I don't want him to lose 40 loyalty. Because then I have to like bribe him or whatever. Let me just go here. He'll lose 10 loyalty, it'd be safe. We do have the trade route options here. Phrygia is really close to giving us papyrus. Do we have papyrus yet? No, we just have the 2 horses and the 2 iron to give us our bonuses. So this is going to give us an opportunity to get papyrus, which I'd love to do. So let me go papyrus and Phrygia. Covert, no, relations. Improve opinion. And basically, I'm just about there. The main reason why they won't trade is just their opinion. If it wasn't for their negative 18 opinion, we'd be able to do it. So I'm actually pretty close to being able to send a gift. The only problem is Phrygia is big. You don't want to send a gift to them because, well, I guess I got tons of money, so it's not a big deal. The sooner I get it, the better. So, so I'm saving that for friendship down. These guys are apparently starving. Let's go ahead and move this guy there. I don't even have enough. What are these guys? I gotta move 5 guys. Maybe could have built a granary actually. Let's throw a granary in there. Give us some population growth to cover that off. And unpause. I will move you out. And the granary should cover that, and then we can keep this going. This is pretty good. Let's see assimilation coming out here. Sicily it pops. 6, 3. A few here and there. A few here and there. The assimilation takes so long. I don't know if what they can do to maybe just make that work a little bit better. I don't know. It just feels like it takes so long. Whoa, baby. This is a general. He's a really good general. I do not want him. He's actually currently losing slightly. I would gain 10 loyalty. Just gonna have to pay the man. Thankfully, I got lots of money. Man rate, manpower's almost up to 800. Take these off of forced march, so they can start taking ticks. And essentially that's it. These guys can. There's enough supply limit there that you guys can just group up. And fill up, and then we'll rejuvenate our manpower. Light infantry defense, not a big deal. Papyrus. Oh. Huh. I'm improving with Phrygia, but now these guys are okay with us. Wow. Oh, I'm not 100% sure what that good for us thing is. That pops up every once in a while, but usually it's not anywhere near that big. Usually it just pops up as like plus 30 or plus 40. I don't know what that means by good for us plus 141. I don't really know where that number comes from. I'd be curious to figure that out. I'd be really intrigued to know that. Trade routes in here. I don't have enough money or enough civic power to do one, but local population growth. If I don't have grain, I do have grain in here, but another source would give me even more. And then surplus. We already have national manpower for exporting. I wouldn't mind getting an extra grain in there when I've got the civic power to change. Sicily loses money and popularity, gain popularity. My Archsomatopolex is good but not amazing. I could replace with a bunch of other people, so I'm going to take a chance that they die. If they die, they die. Terrible. So I'm still working. I got tons of military power, but I still don't know 100% where I want to go here. Certainly coming down here for the discipline and maintenance on heavy infantry makes a lot of sense, but it's just a long ways to go. So I'm not 100% sure what I want to do there. Just can't ever seem to make up my mind. Let's try to kill these guys again if we can. So we're getting almost complete. In fact, we are pretty much completely filled up on manpower for our armies, which is good. What I'm actually gonna do, 15, 25, 26. None of those guys are doing anything, so I'll send you. Come on. Let's see. Go there. Sorry. National Freeman output. That's fantastic. Well, 1%. I guess it's not that big a deal. I think we may have finished off the guys. Yeah, we did. Let me just come back over here. So these guys are all filled up. We're starting to pull manpower. Another thing I did too is I started to build a bunch of what do you call these things? Training camps over in here, where I have a fair amount of freemen. Just basically trying to maximize the amount of manpower I'm pulling out of here. So anybody that's assimilated for tribesmen, I'm just promoting. Finding anybody tribesman-wise that can get promoted is always a good idea because it's much more efficient manpower-wise. So I've just been going through here and basically not just here, but anywhere I can find an assimilated tribesman. I try to go ahead and just give them the promo in here. I got lots of money, so we might as well go ahead. Okay. And get them promoted. Give them the maximum amount available. Tribesmen. Promote. Promote. What's the output on an assimilated? 88%, not bad at all. Manpower is a really big deal. I'd like to get my manpower to 1,000 a month, so that I can really be kind of in a position where I don't have to worry about manpower going forward. When it comes time for war, I can just know that I'm on a good footing manpower-wise. Oh, out. Anywhere I have... Army maintenance cost minus 2.5%. Fantastic. Rest, unrest. Yeah, everything's good here. It's amazing. I just took these over. Everyone's perfectly fine. What are we doing here? 41. Wouldn't mind changing to cultural assimilation. The money's fine. Yeah, let's leave it. It's fine. These guys don't even have a general. I'm going to keep that guy for a regular army because he's got nice discipline. And just go ahead and take an 8 of any sort. Inventions. Do we have anything worth grabbing? Control range modifier. Aggressive expansion change. Ride character costs. Tribes I'll take the movement speed. Any big powerful families that aren't happy? Generally, most of the time, the big family is going to be happy because they have a lot of people, and so most of the time there's plenty of them that have jobs. A lot of times you'll have like a family that's small that's not happy because they've only got like 3 people and none of them are very good, so they don't have jobs. Like these guys right here. Sorry, you guys all suck. You don't get a job. They do have a fair amount of prestige, but whatever. These guys are actually... Oh, that's like the... Okay. Those are the ones I thought they were. Death. Okay. Right. I can live with that. Time for an omen. 858. How are we on tech compared to others? We are 13s and a 15. Macedon's 11s and 12s. So we're a little bit ahead, but not a ton. Our current technology pace is 177.7. I haven't checked characters in a while. You have a job, you have a job, you have a job. This guy's still killing it. He's 58. Killing it! I'm 2 ahead on tech for that one just because he's so good. You guys all have jobs. That's fine. And in here... Those are my lead generals. Just going to go ahead and keep them where they are and let that guy be the researcher. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and take research points. Even though we're ahead, I'd like to just continue to stay ahead and push ahead. Just trying to think about the idea of perhaps fabricating a claim on these guys. It would put us back at war with these fellas here. Ellis here? Where's Ellis? This is Ellis here. They're also in that, but that's not a worry to me. They're pretty strong manpower-wise, but not much for cohorts. They do have amazing land. They're actually 13s on... they just have amazing land. I was looking at this the last time, I think. But they just have tons of citizens in Freeman. Like, it's just... Look at that. 19 and 7, 1 and 9, 8 and 18, 2 and 14, 1 and 10. There'll be a manpower mecca when I take their land. Like, they have everyone promoted to Freeman in that. And they even have, like tons of civilization level. They have lots of training camps in the right spots. Like, they're just really well run as an area. So I'm looking forward to taking them out. So that's basically going to be the next plan, is maybe move into position here and come through there. They do have defensive league. They're guaranteed still by Macedon, so Macedon will be brought in. Not worried about Macedon right now. They basically have no cohorts, no money, and minimal manpower. So once I can compete with the manpower here and kind of run them through, we'll be ready to go, and we'll get into position and take their land. It'll also get rid of the fact that we've got like practically the exact same color, which is annoying. So we'll take that, and then we'll be able to take Macedon. And really, I think the main purpose of this game is to basically take over the Greek culture areas, and kind of Rome as well, I suppose. But essentially, like, take over the Greece lands. And we're becoming big enough now, like, it doesn't seem like it's going to be too big of a deal. We'll have to eventually go to Odrissa. We have a lot of guys that we can absorb in here that take up most of this area here. So we basically already have this done in here. So that's not too bad. And then we could just take out, suppose... Oh, Rome has gone swole up in here. We haven't looked at Rome in a while because we got switched to Macedon thoughts. They're out of manpower. They do have 50 cohorts and nobodies. But they got pretty big up there. The one reason why I didn't continue to push forward is just because the wrong culture group is such an annoyance that you just kind of take it in small chunks. So I feel like we just kind of keep swelling here, and then eventually just grab that to end it, and then we basically can have this main area. This will be kind of ours. That's the goal, I think. But anyway, that will all be for other episodes, because this episode is tout fini. Thank you very much for joining me, folks. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. If you are, please hit the like button so that we can get more people on YouTube watching this series. And yeah, that's it. I'm done. See you later. Bye-bye.